Okay, class, we got a special guest here today. Say hello to Toppogi Kanji Lesson. He'll be explaining the meanings of names from time to time, so get used to it. Hello, children. Have you ever gotten licked by a lantern? Gotten licked by an umbrella? Gotten your ass ball stolen by a cucumber demon? Sounds like you got a yokai on your hands. What is a yokai, you say? Well, they're strange demons of Japanese folklore. They could be just about anything: animals, objects, people, nightmares. And 9 times out of 10, they're here to fuck you up. Drown, loot, wrestle. I think you get the idea. So I'm just gonna cover different yokais and their backstories, and my assistant will be the etymology guy. Before we start, like, subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. So let's start off with the kappa, arguably the most famous yokai. So when they're not looking adorable and cute on line stamps, they pull people into the river to eat them. Don't worry, it gets worse. Another silly thing that kappa is known for is, well, rape. They would steal the balls containing a person's soul from a human ass to grow stronger as a wrestler. Kappas like to wrestle, I forgot to mention that.
So I'll explain the origin of Yokai's kanji and names. Okay. Kappa. First letter means river and second letter means child. Okay? In other words, kappa is yokai in the form of children that appear in rivers. Okay.
Next is the makuragaishi, a demon that would approach people asleep, reach out its hands, flips the individual's pillow, and then leaves. Now you're probably thinking, what? Which is understandable, really. Turns out thousands of years ago, people used to believe that when a person's sleeping, their soul heads off to the dream world. When the pillow is flipped, the person would be unable to return to the physical realm, sleeping for eternity. Or at least until the pillow is flipped. That's not it though. It is said that they would also flip the direction of the victim sleeping towards just cause they're assholes.
Makuragaishi. Makura means a pillow. Okay? Gaishi. Gaishi means a turnover. Okay? This name usually means exactly what it says. Yeah.
Next up, the Yuki-onna. Basically, her deal is that she kills men, specifically with her icy breath that she got from living in a frozen tundra for 1,000 years. Why? Well, depending on who you ask, it's either because A, a man killed her, B, she was forced to take a bath and then turned into icicles, or C, she just kills whoever. People who go outside to travel or chop lumber tends to be male, you know?
Yuki-onna. Yuki means a snow. Okay? Onna means a woman. Okay? It's about the woman as white and cold as snow. Okay?
Up next, the Umibozu is simply a huge shadow creature that attacks sailors. What more to say about it, really? Unlike most yokais though, this nightmare fuel does have a weakness, and this one's a little bit straightforward. Its weakness is smoking. Apparently they hate the scent and would just avoid ships that smell like tobacco. If there's a lesson to be learned, smoking can potentially save your life. Toppogi, please take over.
Umibozu. Umi means a sea. Okay? Bozu means a monk. Okay? That means a monk showing up in the sea. Yeah. If a monk suddenly appeared, of course I'd be scared. Oh!
Keeping up with the Titan theme, here's Gashadokuro, a yokai that's said to be made up of skeletons of fallen soldiers into one big mega skeleton. It makes bone sounds and it kills people. What more is there to be said?
Gashadokuro. Dokuro means skull. Okay? Gasha. Okay? Rather than meaning gasha. Okay? This kanji was used because this yokai makes a gasha sound when it moves. Okay.
Anyways, next up, Wanyudo, a floating head in a wheel on fire. It's said that anybody who witnesses this abomination would instantly die, which, considering that we know that this yokai exists, probably isn't true, but who knows. It's also said that it rips people apart like a human blender. It's so violent it makes ISIS look like Denmark. You're probably wondering, well, shit, how do I protect my family from this immortal abomination? Well, it's quite simple actually. All you have to do is write "Kono tokoro shoubo no sato" on a piece of paper, hang it on your front door, and for some reason they go away. I'm serious.
Wanyudo. What means a foil. Okay? A nudo. Okay? Nudo means a priest. Okay, it's a pretty crazy design, yeah.
Alright, up next, here's a category of yokai. Tsukumogami, essentially tools like umbrellas, lanterns, teacups, candles, etc. that gain life because they've been abandoned, became too old, or just because. Now, despite them being pretty iconic in literature or moving pictures, there's no real backstory or folklore behind them. They simply exist because somebody needed new ways of scaring children at the time, the more memorable designs being more iconic of this genre.
Tsukumogami. Tsukumo, okay? Tsukumo equal 99. Yeah, okay? Kami means God. Okay? In the past, it was believed that things would turn into yokai after 100 years. Yeah. So when 99 years have passed, we often throw things away. And many things become yokai because they hold a grudge and say, one more year and I could have had life. Okay.
Next is the Rokurokubi. Some of you may be familiar with something like this, but Rokurokubi isn't one person, it's an entire family of monsters. There are also different versions where the head just floats around, called Nukekubi, but it's more or less just Rokurokubi altogether. So basically, their deal is that they've been cursed by a demon or something and now they crave blood. That's it.
Rokurokubi. Rokuro means body. Okay? Kubi means a neck. Okay? Rokuro refers to this part of the world. Okay? And the name came from the fact that Rokurokubi looks like a whole world. Okay?
Next up, Tengu. Apparently they're yokai. So essentially, Tengus are demonic goblins that bring havoc into the world. Sometimes they help people lost on mountains, but that's not something you should expect from them. They're easily identifiable by their red face, long nose, and bird-like wings. So if you ever come across them, pray to God they're one of the good ones.
Tengu. Ten means sky and Gu means a dog. Okay? Originally in China, Tengu was a meteor that signaled bad luck. Yeah. That meteor looks like a dog's tail. Yeah. Which is why they named it Ten. Okay. However, when it was introduced to Japan, various things happened and this yokai came to be called Tang. Yeah. So it hardly matters. Yeah.
Up next, the Akaname. They're terrifying demons, but instead of causing devastation and calamity, they lick the exfoliation from your bathroom. And that's all they do. There's probably an ancient proverb about this gross little guy, like, this is what addiction looks like, or this is what your family sees when you say one more drink. But that's totally overshadowed just by how gross this guy is.
Akaname. Aka means a drat. Okay? Name means a lick. Okay? As the name implies, it licks the dirt. Yeah. Just thinking about it is horrifying. Woo!
Next up, the Tsuchigumo. It's a little bit strange for a different reason. So imagine a big spider, right? Now imagine a demon head with a tiger body. And now imagine it eating people. Not that you weren't doing that already. So the story goes that one night when a samurai woke up in a cold sweat, there was a huge fucking spider demon just standing right there, getting ready to feast. They had a fight, the samurai won, and when the spider's body got slashed, hundreds of skeletons fell out. Terrifying, right? Now it gets worse for a different reason. Tsuchigumo is also a racial slur against an indigenous tribe that used to live in caves. It's said that they didn't like the emperor, so they got massacred. Jesus Christ.
Tsuchigumo. Tsuchi means a ground. Okay? Kumo means a spider. Okay? There are many theories as to its origin, but here I'll refer to it as a spider crawling on the ground. Yeah.
Hey, you guys like Dune? Well, here's Nozuchi, a large worm that's said to eat rabbits, mice, and people. If you touch one, you die. If you look at one, you get a fever, and then you die.
Nozuchi. No means a wild. Yeah. Zuchi means hammer. Okay? That's because, as the name suggests, it looks like a hammer without a handle. Okay?
Speaking of snakes, here's Nureonna, a woman's head on a snake's body. It eats people. It just eats people. It's said to be an ancestor of Rokurokubi, which I guess is pretty cool. I also like to imagine that it's related to Medusa, but that's just my headcanon.
Nureonna. Nure means I'll get wet. Yeah. Onna means woman. Okay? She's a woman with wet hair. Yeah. You might want to help her, but if you approach her, she will attack you! Okay.
Speaking of murderous women, here's Kuchisake Onna, a kind of yokai. This one takes the cake for being batshit insane. Basically, it's just a woman with Joker scars. You'll find her randomly in the street, typically sobbing. When you approach her, she will ask, "Do I look pretty?" Now, here's where your years of dating experience comes in handy. If you say no, you die. If you say yes, she will rip off her mouth cover and ask, "What about now?" If you say no, you die. If you say yes, she will give you the same mouth scar as her. Sounds like there's no way out, right? Well, survivors of this encounter say that if you want to escape this death trap, you could reply so when she asks, "How about now?" She will get confused and you can run off. You can also just use a gun. I find that much easier at times.
口裂女。口裂 means slit mouth. Okay? 女 means a woman. Okay? It's the slit mouth of the woman. Yeah. I might ask you to. 私、綺麗。
Anyways, that's basically it. Like, comment, subscribe, and also shout out to Tteokbokki for being here. We'll definitely be doing more collabs in the near future, so make sure to subscribe to him as well, channel in the description. If I didn't mention your favorite yokai, make a comment and I'll be sure to take a look at it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, very nice.
ここは地獄、地獄、素敵な地獄、地獄、地獄だよ。ここは地獄、地獄、楽しい地獄、地獄、地獄地獄だよ。日本の地獄は自慢の地獄、罪に合わせておもてなし。日本の地獄は16章地獄、全部合わせて272もある。